It's finally time for the main event here in 2025. Away we go in Super Bowl 59. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we are looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. He'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Prescott. Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 41-yard line. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
From the 39, Prescott got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 21. Give him 18 on the play.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Let's see who's faster.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot, forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
On 2nd down, Prescott again, rolling to his left. He'll get this to Elliott. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming, and they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark him down at the 9. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. Prescott yet again. Caught on the slant. Touchdown, Cowboys. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Cowboys are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. From his end zone, Wilson. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played. And his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a first carry for their fullback. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They'll toss this to Pierce on the right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance. Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And Cooks has it over the middle. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down. On the give, this is their fullback. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that third down pass. Brings up fourth.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field. But defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, Charles certainly circled that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said, give me the analytics. And the analytics said, go for it. Didn't work. 5 after a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Prescott looks to throw on first. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Elliott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Now Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Prescott on first down. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. That's caught again by Schultz. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott. He finds his man complete. It's Schultz. And down inside the 15 he goes. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to...
Touchdown! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Patterson now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
And it was the tight end Dalton Schultz on the touchdown reception to cap the drive. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before Hurts fumbles it.
It's picked up by the Cowboys. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sport.
One of the greatest performances of the year usually, but not here. Halftime of the Super Bowl is skipped, and we are on to the second half.
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Pass midfield. Still going. And finally, he's out of bounds, but how about that return? All the way inside the 20 and into the red zone.
You know, we always talk about the chess match in a football game, but we're usually talking about offensive coordinator versus defensive coordinator. How about the special teams coaches? I think we just saw a big-time adjustment by one to help his team get a spark to start the second half.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They'll try and start this drive in the air, eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Texans. Cortland Sutton, an 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans are on the board here in this Super Bowl.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that one makes it 14-7. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Now Prescott. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there.
Looking to throw. Prescott.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 37-yard line. And again, it's Prescott.
He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Inside give to Elliott. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Jalen Petrie coming up to bring him down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Again, it's Elliott. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. Throwing, Prescott. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Marianitis in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
They were trying to set up a screen there, but that one just too slow in developing.
Yeah, too slow in developing and well read, because that ends up being a bad feeling for the quarterback. When he's got no blocking in front of him, his guys are just going to let defenders go, and they're coming for him. So if it's not there, you just got to throw the ball at the turf at your running back's feet.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also in letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
And now out comes Houston.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
So 15 yards on a face mask, going to put them all the way up near midfield.
And that's a mistake in the same way that a broken tackle or a missed assignment is a mistake. You've got to be smart enough to know not to get that hand up anywhere close to the face mask, because they're going to get you every time.
And his throw here is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
To throw again on second down. Hurts escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Pierce will try to pick it up.
And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Rolling to his right. Throw complete length side to Cooks.
And the Texans are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now, because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up first and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Jalen Hurts.
A 4-yard touchdown scamper.
And the Texans are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in.
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. It takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
Point after try forthcoming. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. 5 plays there on that drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
So that's the end of 3 here in Super Bowl 59 from Caesars Superdome. The 4th and final quarter coming right up.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Here's Prescott.
On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
And we're at the time of this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Hurts throw taken in by Sutton. He's got room at the 30. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Jalen Hurts.
His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Texans have regained the lead in the 2nd half of this Super Bowl.
He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that will make this a 4-point game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Lamb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Tackled by Jonathan Grenard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Running with Elliott. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help them big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On 3rd down, here's Pierce. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they'll go right back to Pierce. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one. Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield too.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
And the Lone Star State has a new champion. It's the Houston Texans, kings of the Super Bowl. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all off season, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. And what a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.